We're going to go ahead and get started with the program this evening and give away some awards. So thank you all for being here this evening. I have to say this is one of my favorite chamber events. I really feel like this is what the Chamber of Commerce is about, which is recognizing and celebrating the businesses in this community that are working so hard in your subjective fields, as well as to better the community that we live and love. So thank you. We're going to start with a couple of new awards that we've added this year. We wanted to express our gratitude for all the hard work that our city representatives that have put in this year to help us here with the chamber. So I want to call up Landon Took, who is our Spanish Fork City representative. You guys will give Landon a round of applause.
Well, thank you so very much. I've only been fortunate enough to serve the City Spanish Fork on City Council for a year now, and I have loved every single minute of it. It's been a dream, honestly, come true. And working with the Chamber of Commerce in this first part of my service as City Councilman has been even better. I was a member of the Chamber of Commerce for years before I got to do this. And so connecting the dots and the relationship strengthening and building has been absolutely off the charts enjoyable. And I just think you're all wonderful and appreciate all you do to make Spanish Fork wonderful. I had the opportunity for the council members to speak this morning at Spanish Fork Junior High School, and I was just talking about how wonderful the businesses in our community are and how they're the lifeline of what we do, and I just amazed. And I had all the kids raise their hand and ask, "What's your favorite business? What's your favorite business?" Many of yours were mentioned. No surprise. So anyway, thank you very much.
Our city really has the business community's back, and that's consistently demonstrated. So thank you for all the time and effort that you guys put in. Our next city representative award, I'd like to invite up Christy Simmons, please, to accept her award from Salem City.
Thank you, Kathleen. It's just a great opportunity to be able to work with the members of the chamber and with Kathleen and Whitney. They do a fabulous job. They've really worked hard to create a strong connection with us in Salem, and we have been so grateful for that. We feel like we've really been able to grow and expand this last year, and we're excited about all that the chamber offers to our businesses and our Salem community, and we're just so grateful for the chamber and all of the members. Thank you.
So we're going to shift gears just a little bit before we get into more awards. I'd like to invite up our board chairman for 2024, Mike Rasmussen. Can we please give him a huge round of applause? Yes.
I get the great opportunity to talk a little bit about a couple of past board members. And for those that don't know, after you serve, I think it's 3 terms on the board, you have to sit at least a year off before you can be back on the board. So the first person I want to talk about real quick is Lance Wilson. If he could come up front for a minute. Is Lance here? When I first got on the board, I am actually in my 7th year, and that happened because I ended up on the executive board. When I first got on the board, Lance was kind of my mentor. It was fantastic to work with him, and it's been great spending time with him. I'm sad to see him go. He's been to many events the last several years, and hopefully he'll be back on the board in a couple of years. So thank you, Lance, for everything you've done. The next person I'd like to recognize is Candace Young. Candace is particularly special to me. Let's give her a round of applause. I was first put on the executive board as the vice chairperson. Candace was the chairperson, so I got to serve next to her. Candace is amazing and brought a wealth of knowledge in human resources from her time at Hydro. And it was fabulous to work with her, and while I was the chairperson, she was mentoring me as the past chair. So it's just been a fabulous few years working side by side with Candace, and while she is no longer on the board, she's going to continue to serve in our ambassador program. So Candace had a big year last year. She was the past chairperson, and she also retired, but she's going to stay connected to our community through the ambassador program. So thank you, Candace. For the next part, I'm going to ask Jason Crowther and Jenny Castillo to both come up. These are your newest members of the executive board. So let's give them a round of applause as they come up, please. I have the opportunity to give them the board installation charge. So let's start with that. If you guys raise your right hand, please. When we're done with this, I'll ask you if you accept it. So, I now charge you, the executive officers of the Spanish Fork Salem Area Chamber of Commerce, with the responsibility of governing the chamber. You're to meet frequently to conduct the affairs of the chamber. You establish policy and procedure, and you're to ensure the financial needs of the chamber are met by assisting in fundraising and with chamber membership. You are to actively promote the chamber to our community and actively participate in chamber events. With your acceptance of this election and invitation to serve, you assume the responsibility of representing the membership of this chamber and performing your duties to the best of your abilities. If you can accept this charge, please say, "I will."
I will.
Thank you. And so everybody knows, Jake will be the new chairperson this year, Jenny's the vice chair, and Rich Copens knows that tonight is the treasurer. So let's give him a round of applause. I'm going to turn the podium over to Kathleen for a second, and then Jason after that.
Oh, I think I'm going to cry seeing some of these board members stepping off. But Mike, this is for you. Thank you for all the help that you Thank you for your support this week. We have gone through a lot, we've learned a lot together. It's been a year of change. It's been inspirational. You've been a mentor to me. So thank you, Mark. This is for you. And Jason, I'm so looking forward to working with you further this next year. This is your official gavel.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I'm actually super stoked to be a part of this executive board and serve as the Spanish Fork Salem Chamber of Commerce chairman. For those of you who don't know, all those that work on the board and in the executive committee are volunteers. And those of us on the executive committee, we meet once a week, every Wednesday, and then the rest of the board meets once a month. And there's lots of communication goes on in between with the focus and a goal to really change the way things are going on with the business community between Spanish Fork and Salem. We want to see both these cities be put back on the roadmap, and so that others recognize this area for what it is, which is a great community, not only within its citizens, but its business. We have a lot to offer, and we're going to help make sure that grows and becomes even better. So it's my honor and privilege now to introduce all of you to our current board of directors. And as I call out their names, if you would please join me up here, and we'll go to that point. If I could have Joe Aldridge with Warner Construction come up, and Amy Lynn Gardner-Jones with Berkshire Hathaway, Megan Johnson with Green Mountain Hospital from Spanish Fork, and Johan, yeah, he got right through as long as you can hear him, he got through. Johan Scoop with PostNet, Mark Middlebrook with MTech, Lillian Crump with Tadpole's Way and Food Pantry. And as mentioned, Rich Pope, who is I've asked to be our treasurer for 2025. He is not with us. He's actually on a cruise, so that's a good excuse. Dan Manier with DK Digital. And Shelley Jameson with S. Davidson Collins. So this is our existing board of directors. And I will now have our new members for the 2025 year join them, and then we'll go through the charge with them together. If I can have Lindsay McHouston, Captain in and Chief, join us. She's one of our newest members of the board of directors. Brenda Dudley with Dickerson Auto. And David Funk with UCCU. Now, let me say real quickly, up here you have an incredibly smart and talented group of individuals that is well diversified in the sense that they represent almost every business out there. We have banking, we have hospitality and entertainment, we have real estate, we have home and health, right? We've got service-based, construction-based, marketing, and the industrial in terms of automotive and so forth, and that's just the beginning. And what I want you guys to recognize from this is we understand the importance of recognizing this community, the business community, and we want everybody's voice to be heard. And so we're doing our part to make sure that it gets resembled that way, and we get phenomenal feedback as a result of that. So let's do this. We're going to go through the charge as well. If I could ask each of you to do me a favor and raise your right hand. Awesome. Okay. You don't have to repeat after me. You can just, we'll acknowledge, okay? I now charge you, the Board of Directors of the Spanish Fork Salem Area Chamber of Commerce, with responsibility of governing the Chamber. You are to meet frequently to conduct the affairs of the Chamber. You are to ensure the financial needs of the Chamber of Commerce are met by assisting and in fundraising within the Chamber membership. You are to actively promote the Chamber to our communities and actively participate in the Chamber events. With this acceptance of the election and invitation to serve the business community, you assume the responsibility of representing the members of the Chamber and performing your duties to the best of your abilities. If you agree with this, we'll simply say, I will. Fantastic. I give to you the 2025 Board of Directors for the Spanish Fork Salem Chamber of Commerce. For those of you who might be wondering, to put in for to be a part of the Board of Directors, all it takes is be a member of the Chamber of Commerce and put in. It comes around every October, okay? We'd love to have those that are interested to be nominated and so forth. And then the Chamber votes, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jason. Excellent work already. We are going to move on to some more Chamber awards. So I am going to ask Mike Rasmussen to come up and present our first award this evening to the business community. Do you want this here? It might fall out.
I'm not sure how I got nominated to give this award out, but I feel extremely honored and privileged to be able to give out this next award. I get to give out the 2024 Chamber Community Action Award, and I see some faces in here that won that award in the past, but this year I'd like to invite Colt Sampson and his business partner Scott Amison up here with me. They are our winner of the 2024 Chamber Community Action Award. I want to tell you a little bit about this award. This award recognizes the outstanding partnerships and organizations that harness their resources, expertise, and talents to create meaningful impact within our communities. This year, we're proud to honor Colt and CC and their partner Scott, whose dedication and leadership exemplify the spirit of this award. Through their vision, determination, and collaboration, they spearheaded the Play On program. Anybody familiar with the Play On program? What a fabulous program that was. Sorry, I'm losing my place here a little bit. Play On program is a remarkable initiative that brought opportunities, engagement, and enrichment to families, and especially the children of our community this past summer. I'd like Colt and Scott to share a few words after we give them a round of applause for winning this award.
I don't know if there was any winning this award. It was a lot of hard work, and our goal is to make a difference in the community. And I look out here and I see 100 people that could have won this award this year or earned this reward. Our goal is to get kids off electronics and outside doing things that they love to do, and learning different passions and having different experiences. And many businesses that are here tonight help sponsor this program. Because of our efforts, we just got approved in about 30 elementary schools for this next year. And so we're going from about 8,000 kids to about 17,000 kids that are going to participate and be involved. So if you're a business out there that wants to drive for change and help moms in the community have something for their kids to do during summertime and want to help contribute, we would love any help we can, because it's not an easy road, but we're all problem solvers here, and that's what we like to do, is solve problems. So thank you, and thank you, Mike, for those nice words. Want to say anything, Scott?
Ultra spokesman. Time to text side.
Yeah, Scott's the brains, sometimes I'm the bronze, I can find the walls, pick up things, so. But no, just thank you all so much, and thank you for this award, thank you for the chamber, this is beautiful. When we first moved to Spanish Fork, I think it's been almost 12 years now, I wish everybody could see it now, because it's amazing what it's turned into, so thank you. Thanks, everybody.
If you're not familiar with the Play On program, make sure to look it up on Google. It's a fabulous program for our children in the community. I thankfully don't have any young children left anymore, but I have grandchildren this morning. So thank you again.
The Chamber of Commerce actually took one of the little QR code chips for a business that didn't have a storefront, and I was overwhelmed how many kids participated in the Play On program. It was unbelievable. We had a rotating door. Didn't really know what we were taking on when we took it on, but it was so much fun to see all those kids come in, and they were digging the program. So really, really good work, you guys. All right, our next award is the Chamber Choice Award. So I don't know how it's got higher than me all of a sudden, but all right. The Chamber Choice Award is given to someone who exemplifies the utilization of chamber events for networking and business promotion. They are examples of what it looks like to maximize what the Chamber of Commerce can offer for our members if they get involved. From day one, the man who is the recipient of this award walked into my office to join the chamber, and I think that very minute he started talking to me about ideas on how we can improve the chamber and make it even better than it is. Bear Banks, would you please join me on stage to receive this award? This is a surprise for him. He has no idea. He sat at the back on purpose, I think. If you don't know Bear, you very soon will. Bear has been phenomenal in helping me to spearhead the ambassadorship program that I've tried to do for 2 years now. With Bear's help, it's actually up and running. So Bear, will you speak to the Chamber of Commerce real quick? Good.
Yeah, to say this is a surprise would be an understatement. Rather than give a long speech that I've obviously not prepared, I do want to talk about the ambassador program. The ambassador program is something that I was a member of the Chamber of Commerce in Idaho for several years, a very active member. And the ambassador program up there really brought about a change in me in my involvement within the community and specifically within the chamber. And so, like Kathleen said from day one, it was, what kind of ambassador program do we have here? And so now we have an ambassador program. And it's exciting. It's an exciting opportunity to not only network with fellow chamber members, but also grow our relationships. If you've been in business for long enough, you know that business is really about relationships. Not about what kind of sales you can make, and all of that stuff is part of it, I get that, but it's about relationships. And so, talking with Kathleen about starting an ambassador program, it's a passion of mine, and I'm excited to see more faces, more what are now strange faces, looking forward to becoming familiar faces, so thank you.
All right. If I could have our new vice chair for 2025 join me on stage for this next award, Ms. Judy Castillo. Let's applaud her while she walks.
Okay, so I get to present the Chamber Excellent Award. It honors a person or organization that amplifies the values of the Chamber membership and contributes significantly to the community's economic progress. So this business has not only provided invaluable support through donating time and the talents of Canada's County, but they also consistently contribute to chamber events like the Business Summit and the Easter event. Their commitment to fostering both a great workplace and a high quality of life for their employees has made a lasting impact. So it's an honor to present the Chamber Excellence Award to Pedro. Brett Birmingham, do you want to come on? Congratulations. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know if they want to say it.
So thank you for this recognition. Candace, came to me years ago and said, hey, we want to get more involved in the community. So she jumped into the chamber and started, actively participating and being a part of it and getting our name out there. There's a lot of individuals in Spanish Fork don't even know what we do. They drive by our facility, next to the freeway most every day and say, yeah, we don't even know what's done in that building. And that's because it's secret. It's very secret. No, we do aluminum extrusions. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up. But we do aluminum extrusions and supply aluminum to many distributors and large manufacturers like a utility trailer up in Clearfield. Many others. But so that's what we do. We definitely want to stay part of the community and be an active member and support. So thank you.
All right, I'm gonna be back. So I just, again, what Brett had said, it was really important for me to become part of this community. When I first heard about the chamber from Wendy Osborne, Fantastic Display and Food Pantry. So it was important to me and our company to be part of the community. And so that was how I got started, basically. And then I got on the board and obviously involved where I've been as vice chair and then chair and half chair now. Past chair. But anyway, I've enjoyed my time. And I, as mentioned earlier, I am still staying active in board activities and also in the ambassador program. So I love this community. It's been a great thing for me. So thank you. So
Candace is the one that started my little choke up session earlier. We're going to miss Candace so much. We already do. She's been off the board for like a month. And I'm always like, does Candace know? Candace is always there for us. So thank you, Candace. You're deeply appreciated. Next, I would ask Bear Banks if you would come back up and help me present this next award. We have this new award because we finally got our ambassadorship program up and going. So we have an Ambassador of the Year award, our very first one, and Bear is going to help me to present that.
Hi again, long time no see. So just for everyone's awareness, how many know that we actually have an ambassador program in the chamber? Okay, I see the board hands, that's all. And the ambassadors as well. So the ambassador program is designed to be a supplement to the board. One of the things that I noticed was that when we have chamber events, ribbon cuttings and whatnot, it's primarily the board that show up to those. And I asked Kathleen if we could help lighten some of that load by having an ambassador program. And I'm thankful to Kathleen for spearheading and also to the board for accepting the ambassador program. And so you will see us at more events as the years go on. And if you want to become an ambassador, we're looking for folks to be ambassadors. It's just another opportunity to get out in the community and be a part of it. And so when Kathleen asked me to present the award to the Ambassador of the Year, I told her that I would absolutely be happy to do so. And so we're very happy to announce that the first ever Ambassador of the Year program award winner for 2024, do you want to say the name or do you want me to say it?
We can say it together.
Let's say it together. All right. 1, 2, 3. Jared Whitaker.
This is a good prize too, if you have no idea.
As he slowly dons his jacket and makes his way ever so gracefully up here, I want to tell you, Jared has been with us from the very beginning, and it's been wonderful to have him. His vibrant personality that you'll see on the microphone here in just a moment is very much a welcome addition, and definitely no one more deserving than Jared for being the ambassador.
Yeah, I had my jacket off. My feet was a little kicked out. I didn't see this coming. I'm somewhat new to this community. Been down here for like 4 years. And when I heard about the chamber and met with Kathleen, I knew I was all in. I love the relationships. Bear spoke about relationships earlier. And selfishly, that's the only reason I joined, was so I had some people to hang out with and play with in the community. So it's been fun. Hopefully more next year. Thanks, guys.
Jared really was all in from day one. He made it to everything. When I put out a call for a ribbon cutting on a Friday night, that same day, Jared's one of the ones that showed up for me. So I see you. Thank you for that. This next award, I'd like to invite our 2025 Chairman, Jason Crowler, up to present. Thank you, Jason.
Hey. Awesome. So I have the pleasure to announce, excuse me, who the Business Professional of the Year is. Now this is a very unique award. With the Business Professional, the award honors individuals in Spanish Fork and in Salem who exemplify leadership in the community and have engagement that is positive for our business community and the individuals they associate with as well. Let me just add by saying that this particular individual is someone that probably comes up in our weekly meeting. Now, they don't know this, but they do because, and it's for a good reason, because they are well needed. This individual has helped the Chamber of Commerce in many ways, in ways that they do not even know that they have benefited this chamber. But in addition to that, this particular individual has gone above and beyond when it comes to showing commitment and being professional with those they service and interact with. We're so grateful for her and for her involvement with the chamber and the relationship that we have with her. And I would love to announce that this year's professional award of the year goes to Haley Hughes with Rick Ainge CPA. Haley? You know what Mr. Brian, once again, you did that now. Believe it or not, this year we did pretty good at keeping it on certain awards. If you'd ever be so gracious to join us and bless your smile and share a few words.
One thing that many people probably don't know about me is I'm really terrible at talking in front of people. You're so sweet. I feel super underqualified to get this award because as I look out, I see so many faces of people who are inspiring to me and who I just hope to grow and be more like. So this means a lot to me. Thank you. All right. It's so much more fun when the awards are a surprise. All right, our Emerging Business of the Year Award. The Emerging Business Award is given to a business that has contributed to the economic vitality of the community and demonstrated an unusual faith in the future business climate of Spanish Fork and Salem. To be nominated for this award, a business must be younger than 5 years old. If I could have the nominees please stand in the crowd if they're present. Prime ID, who I don't think is present. Rasmussen Jewelers. Yay! And Hampton Inn. Okay. All right. We are grateful to each and every one of these fantastic nominees, as these businesses have all shown an elaborate support of our chamber and our community and proved a dedication to the business communities here in both Spanish Fork and Salem. I'm honored to announce the Emerging Business of the Year Award goes to the Hampton Inn and Suites. Thank you. They have helped us tremendously with our new networking luncheons over the last couple of years. You guys have been so generous. We are just endlessly grateful for you. No,
Thank you. I appreciate this. Our team appreciates this, actually. They work so hard, and we love having all these faces come out and get to see everybody, and we'd love to see more of you. In fact, I would love for you guys to come out so much and actually outgrow our space. Like, that's really what we want. We want all of our community to join the chamber and just, you know, help each other out. That's what we're here for. So growing together, thank you so much, guys.
These beautiful balloon arches you see were also in part built by Lindsay. She's a woman of many talents. Jaden, where are you? Jaden. She helped me build them too. You guys, let's give Jaden an applause. We were here all afternoon blowing up balloons. It's just special. All right, next, I would like to ask Mayor Mike Mendenhall to come up and help me with this award. While he makes his way up, I'm just going to share what this award is. We're going to do the Legacy Business of the Year Award, which recognizes a business that has had staying power, longevity, and the ability to adjust to the changing economic climate. It showcases local businesses that have helped to define our character, culture, and architectural heritage. A legacy business must have been founded more than 15 years ago and have come to symbolize business and community in our area. I'm going to give it to you, Mike.
Go ahead.
Well, when Kathleen asked me to present this award tonight, I was pretty honored because this business, this person that runs this business day to day, has been around the city, but South Utah County for a long, long time. Like what was mentioned, over 15 years. Well, I think they are well into the 15 years, closer to probably 100 years in business. South Utah County been a vital partner, not only to Spanish Fort City and Salem City, but to the Chamber of Commerce. My early days at the Chamber, and Amber just reminded me as people were up here taking an oath to be on the board, she said, I remember when we did that 20 years ago. And I was like, yeah, I remember a couple of those idiots up here with me, like Carrie Robards. Anymore, you were there. Yeah, Carrie Robards. Like the first business of the month was down at Sags, and the camera pans to the left, and Carrie's underneath the soda machine with Coke going in his mouth. So the Chamber's come a long way. You guys are professional and look very well. And 20 years ago, we were just trying to come out of irrelevance. So this business, she was a member of that board back then, and from a young banker that really didn't know what he got himself into. This person showed professionalism, business acumen, and the ability to just give back to the community. When you say, "Hey, what should we do to make an event great?" She was the first one there, and she was the last one to leave. And it's not lost on any of us that, especially you that own businesses, know there's no magic fund that your money comes from when it's time to support the Easter egg hunt. There's no magic fund when it's time to, hey, can you donate to this cause to help further the business or the quality of life in your community. It comes from your pocket. It comes from your family's pocket. It comes from your business. And this person exemplifies that and has made a go of it every single time that I've been able to be associated with him. So it's truly an honor for me to give this award tonight to a legacy business in Spanish Fork, Brenda Lear and Circle V Meats. Please join me.
I want to thank Mike and the Chamber. Gosh, if he said it was 20 years ago for him, that was a lot longer than that for me when I first started the Chamber. I love the Chamber. So grateful to be here. I'm so grateful that I have 3 other siblings who we get to run the business with each and every day. Grateful we're going to be celebrating 60 years this year, so. Thank you so much. I love the Chamber with all my heart.
So when we were talking about Brenda and Circle V Meats, we were like, how long has she been involved with the Chamber? And we started looking through, you guys know our Area Guide magazine, I'm sure you're very familiar with it. We kept a copy of them back from 2010, I think, or 2009 is our first copy. And Brenda was on the board back then. She was on the board in every single photo. And I work very intimately with the Chamber of Commerce. You know what I do very well. And I see your work that you laid ever so long ago into the threads of what we do today. So thank you for all that sacrifice that you made. On that note, we brought those magazines here for you tonight. If you want to take a peek through, we have them. There's a small table right over there for you to look back through the magazine. We saw ads from Rick Ainge, I think from 2010 or 2009. Haley was like young, and then we were like, which one is Hannah? I think that was her. So your business ads are in there. There's pictures of Mike Mendenhall from when he didn't have a beard back then. So you guys want to take a peek through those. They're really quite fun. Please don't take them though, they are our only copies and we reference them quite frequently for lots of different reasons. But do take a peek through those if you would like to. The 2025 Area Guide magazine to add to the legacy is coming up very soon. We're going to have that published in the next couple months. Stacy is here tonight. Stacy, will you wave? If you guys want to get your business in that legacy making magazine, make sure you put your ads in very soon so we can add it to the collection. In the middle of this commercial break, I want to make sure everyone is aware we have a really fun photo booth in the back. They're instant little Polaroid photo strips, and we have some really fun Grammy they're props that you can have, and those are souvenir photos for you to take home with you to trademark tonight. We want to thank Guardian Home Warranty for doing that for us this evening. So let's give a round of applause to Guardian Home Warranty. As well as Randy Kaufman with RK Creative Studios for helping us out with that tonight. Thank you, Randy. Next, I'd like to invite up Jason Crowler to help me with the Business of the Year Award.
Thank you, Kathleen. So, it's such a great thing to be here tonight with all of you to be able to celebrate businesses. As Mayor Mendenhall mentioned, many of us in this room are either entrepreneurs or business owners or have a very intimate part in that business that we represent. And there is a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and work that goes in to making our businesses successful and thrive. And it's not always easy. And especially when the community is asking you to be involved in other things outside of your own business, it becomes a lot of work. And so there is real commitment here, and so it's wonderful, this is seriously wonderful that we're here and able to recognize some of these businesses and all that they've accomplished. And so it's going to be my honor to announce the Business of the Year. This award is a prestigious award, and the businesses that are eligible for this had to have been nominated as Business of the Month at some point during the 2024 year. And to be nominated for it and to receive that Business of the Month, they would have had to have done some pretty amazing things. They would have had to show some real community-based activities, some incredible support on behalf of the Chamber, showing having massive involvement in either events or services with the Chamber and the business community. But in addition to that, these individuals and these businesses have to show that they provide exceptional products or services. And with that the customers would agree. And so when we have the nominations come in each month throughout the year for this, we get to see what some of the members say in our community. And it's a wonderful thing to hear what some of them mentioned. And in these, I'll mention a couple of those when we get to who the nominations are. But what I want to do is I'm going to ask that the nominees, as I mentioned the business, if you would please stand and stay standing until we get to the end here, and once we've nominated or made the announcement of who the 2024 Business of the Year is. Let's see here. Can I have Postal Annex? Is Postal Annex here? Awesome. Now, Postal Annex, as I mentioned, I went through and had the privilege of reading through reviews in addition to reading some of the nominees, what individuals within our committee have said specifically in some of the nominations. And there is no shortage on any of these nominees that I'm going to bring to your attention. And with Postal Annex, there was things talked about how there's a clean, healthy, nice environment, great customer service, exceptional products, and things get done as asked and mentioned. And then you can also go there for a whole variety of other things. If you didn't know, you should stop in and take a look. Postal Annex is phenomenal. We're super grateful to have them. And can I have Rasmussen Jewelers stand? Now you might say, when I read through the comments for Rasmussen Jewelers, you might say that the newlywed game has been really clearly defined for Spanish Fork. I would say Spanish Fork is now recognized as a go-to or authority as for those that want to get into the be married aspect of life. And for those of them that were making comments about what they received in that process, for those who don't know, Rasmussen Jewelers just sell jewelry. It's evident that the customers are incredibly happy with their lifelong decoration for their hand. It's awesome. You did good. Let's see, I see Stone Drug here. Stone Drug is our third nominee. I didn't see them. Let me just say real quick, Stone Drug, if you haven't been there, I suggest that you stop in sometime. Well, I used to go there when I was a little boy with my grandfather, and we would sit at the soda bar, and he'd get me a milkshake, and I'll tell you, it was something right out of a Norman Rockwell painting. And it feels, when I go there even to today, it feels like I've just taken a step back in time and I can enjoy life for just a real good minute while I'm having exceptional service getting my prescriptions filled. So I highly recommend you stop in there. They were our third nominee. Our fourth is Mountain Mike's Pizza. Now, some of the comments that were made and in the reviews with Mountain Mike's Pizza was you basically go in there and get one pizza to feed, your whole neighborhood. For those who don't know, they've got pizzas that are like, I don't know, was it 5 feet in diameter or something? When we ordered one with all of my family, it seems like all we need is one and everybody gets stuffed. And then not to mention the phenomenal salad bar, right? But in addition to that, there was comments made about how the customer service was great. The smiles on the individual serving them. The tables got cleaned. Things of that nature. And no question, they are an anchor in that area of the northeast part of Spanish Fork. They would be viewed as an anchor store over there because they are definitely bringing in traffic. There's no question about it. So thank you. And our final nominee is Access Accident Center. Access Accident Center is here in Spanish Fork. And similar, there's individuals that clearly feel indebted to Access Accident Center because they feel like they've got their life back when it comes to recovering from an accident or being able to get out of bed or being able to move in some cases, what someone mentioned. And anything from a massage to just needing your back adjusted or aches and pains or ozone. They have a ton of options, and the customers were thrilled with what they provided. It was obvious. And so I can see why they were nominated. And so it is my esteemed privilege to extend the 2024 Business of the Year Award to Mountain Mike's Pizza. Denise Cabral. I'm so glad to look at this picture. Do you want to share with us a couple of thoughts and your experience with the Chamber? Thank you.
I'm shocked, I'm speechless, I'm sorry. I was planning on being here to celebrate all of you and get out of my Mountain Mike's t-shirt and hat, so I'm so honored. I couldn't do this without the support of the community and the support of the Chamber. The Chamber has had my back since day one, not being a resident of Spanish Fork, but serving residents in the area and in Spanish Fork has been tremendous for personal growth and for business. We love the city of Spanish Fork, and all of you have just been a really big help for me. And so I appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for this.
You don't know, Mountain Lights and Jamie specifically has been heavily involved this year. And anyone else that's been involved would recognize her, know that they've seen her constantly at just about every single event, and providing all kinds of services and so forth at the same time. So she is well deserved. We're super grateful. So thank you.
I just want to say Jamie has been, all of these businesses are phenomenal to work with, but Jamie has showed up for us as well as a chamber. Anything we ask, she's like, Kathleen, what do you need? She sponsored our Rotary Club golf tournament. Not only sponsored, but showed up with pizza for everyone. Just, really above and beyond. And I'm grateful to be able to recognize you. This was a chamber voted award, so I didn't get a say in it, but I'm grateful to every single one of you businesses that was nominated. I'm grateful to you, Jamie, for winning it. All right, moving along here before I get choked up again. Christy Simmons had mentioned earlier that the city was grateful to have the friendship with our Chamber of Commerce. We are so grateful to have friendship with both of our cities. For those of you that don't know, you have almost the entire mayor and city council from both Spanish Fork and Salem City here with us this evening. That support is just, I don't have words. Thank you for being here this evening. But not only just the mayor and city council, we are supported by so many different city departments that makes the work that we do with the business community so much easier and more successful with the support of the cities behind us. So we are just absolutely in gratitude for the support that we receive from our cities. On that note, I would like to welcome Mayor Kurt Christensen. Mayor Kurt Christensen from Salem City to come up and present his Salem Mayor's Choice Award this evening. Let's give him a round of applause.
Can I have a council up here? Because this person, we're going to nominate, has helped us out. So just come on up here. You might go meet this council. They're wonderful. Yeah. And first of all, we want to thank Spanish Fork and the Chamber for letting us be part of this chamber. We know we're small and we couldn't do this on our own. So them allowing us to do that and bring our businesses here and be together, it helps us grow too and be strong. Yes, so, and Kathleen, she comes to all the city council meetings and she keeps us involved. It's just wonderful. So we're happy to do this. This Mayor Choice Award, I've been the mayor for like 7 years, and it goes to businesses or people that are influential or people that come into our city or people that want to be involved. But this year, I want to give it to someone who helps all of us out, and that would be Jeff Nelson. If there's one person that gets more heat than the mayor, it's Jeff. We have a small city office that has 6 people or so, and he runs it, and he has to help them with the burial plots. He has to help people when they're mad at the city, and he's like the first man that gets attacked. So, and then we don't come back. In a small city, the problem is they know me and Jeff, and I bet he gets called when there's water coming up through the walls, like, hey, you got a water break, so go check it out. Call the people we need to know. So Jeff is wonderful to everybody. He's kind, he's trustworthy. I mean, you don't have to ever question Jeff. And I just learned today, which is a funny thing, he is so straight down the line. He says, well, it came up that he offered his kids $100 if they ever catch you swearing. And I'm like, whoa. Now, I don't know, but That's amazing. He's just a great man. He helps me out so much in the city. The problem is his office is where everybody, he has to deal with everything. He's there, when anyone doing jobs, he has to deal with others. He's just there and he's like the front man for city. Then he's to all our city council meetings, he has to take notes, he organizes it. He's just a wonderful guy and he's well deserving of the Mayor's Choice Award. I'm going to miss things. He's been with the Salem City for 22 years, and we thank his wife for, she's been a long time city life, and she married me and brought him over, so we're happy with that.
This is quite an honor. When I moved to Salem 25 years ago, I was very excited. And then when I started working for the city a little over 23 years ago, I fell in love with the city. I fell in love with the community. I fell in love with the businesses. Everything about it I love. I love Salem. It is a great place. So I just feel honored and thank you.
I was super excited to see Jeff receive this award. When I was working on building relationships up with Salem City, Jeff was the first person that I reached out to, and he was so compassionate and so kind and so helpful. So Jeff, I am personally grateful for you. And Mayor's right, I do come to every city council meeting, and I don't think I've ever seen Jeff not have the right answer. He's really on top of his work. That is, I feel like sitting through so many city council meetings now, the reason why our cities function and are great and are breaking records and making news and the things that they are is because of amazing people like Jeff, like you, that seem to be drawn to good places like Spanish Fork and Salem. Then they get jobs in Spanish Fork and Salem or build businesses in Spanish Fork and Salem, which attracts more really good people to this area. So I'm extremely grateful to get to work here and know all of you, and thank you all for being the people that you are. On that note, another really great person I'd like to invite up again is Mr. Mayor Mike Mendenhall for his Spanish Fork Mayor's Choice Award.
Thank you. Everybody, if you'd join me, Miss Spanish Fork and Miss Salem, give them a round of applause. Oh, yes, that's right. Where's Miss Salem? She busy? Another round of applause before I give this award, please, to Kathleen. It is no small feat. She has to sit through, I don't know how it is in Salem, it's probably a little bit better, but we have council comments before Kathleen comes up. And if you know anything about politicians, we go off a little bit and it gets a little bit long-winded. So Kathleen sits there patiently and then comes up and delivers news about the business community. So please give Kathleen a round of applause. While we're wrapping up the Spanish Fork City Council, please come up and join me. Councilwoman Stacy Beck, Councilman Euler, Councilman Cook, Councilman Marshall, and Councilman Harvey. So you've got a couple of past presidents of the Chamber of Commerce on the City Council in Spanish Fork. And so I want you to just kind of think of that when you think of your local government. Government can be certainly kind of a four-letter word in all we do, and especially when it comes to business and paying your taxes. Local government's just a little bit different, no offense. Holly, Congressman Owen's office over there, but she's always in the room when I talk about local government. But local government is simply made up of business people that are local as well, that either own a business or work in a business, and then go back to our day jobs after a council meeting every couple of weeks. And so that's the same in Salem City as well, and I know you guys know that as well as anyone. how many of you ever been in the mayor's office in Spanish Fork? By the raise of hand, anybody been in the mayor's office? It's kind of like the principal's office, but it's the mayor's office. If you go in there, there's a few pictures on the wall that go all the way up. It's an old building, so it's got tall ceilings, and there's pictures on the wall of kids, youth in the area that have done great things. That have won state championships, all the way from bull riding to barrel racing, to softball and baseball and everything in between. But the other thing, besides the First Lady's accomplishment, she's got a certificate that I put up in there of when she got pulled over in Spanish Fork last year and completed traffic school. So I make sure that's up in the mayor's office. Right? It's there, yes. Good job completing traffic school. But other than that, it's you, it's businesses. In the mayor's office, it's ribbon cuttings, it's things, it's accomplishments of the local business community and what you've done. And so I want you to know that that's the connection that you have to your local government. If you don't know everybody's cell phone number that's a representative in Salem or Spanish Fork, you should. You can get a hold of us anytime to ask a question if you have a concern about something. We're probably dealing with the same thing, or we're about to, and we'll point you to the right place to try to get it solved. I think this venue is a little bit of a testament to trying to lean towards being a pro-business city. I know Salem is the same way. That look. This building was repurposed in itself to what it is now. Many of you remember buying boots or hats or Western gear here, and it changed. Well, it changed into an event center that is pretty busy all the time. That causes some struggle sometimes for parking and for Main Street. But guess what? The city made a decision when it was time for a permit for a business like this to lean on the side of business. And yes, there's some struggles that come with it. But that's what we're always trying to have an eye towards is keeping taxes low and the quality of service high. And so I know that's the same with our partners down in Salem too, that we work so well together with. I'm excited to give this award to someone tonight that does speak to keeping our city great as well, both Salem and Spanish Fork. This business is about 10 years old. But grosses well into the millions of dollars every year. Has dozens and dozens, possibly hundreds of employees over the decade that it's been in business. This company has done a lot for South Utah County as a whole, but Spanish Fork in particular. By their trade, what they do is move a whole lot of dirt. But I can tell you this, for the investment that they have made specifically on North Main Street in the industrial area and the airport area of Spanish Fork City, is moving the local economy. So this company moves dirt day to day, but literally their well over $100 million investment in the community that you do business in has moved the local economy. It's my distinct privilege to produce this award tonight and give this award to a great company, a great partner in both Spanish Fork and Salem, Brandon Wilson, Heidi Wilson of Wilson Excavation.
When I grow up, I want to be like Mike. You got to remember I'm an excavator. I'm not a public speaker, but when I stand up here, I get a little bit of imposter syndrome seeing everybody that's here, everybody in the audience. I know a lot of you. But that's why this truly is humbling, and I appreciate it. And we, as Will's Excavation, don't take it lightly. And thank you very much. And love this community. I live in this community, and I love these cities, and thank you. I'm beyond appreciative. So thank you.
sit down, the one thing I did forget, he got a picture back there earlier which recreated did you guys graduate in 2003? What year did you guys, 2001, class of 2001. Brandon Wilson took Amber Menden, she was Amber Yesselson at the time, to senior prom. So they recreated that picture back there. We'll make sure to share that on social media for us, that they recreated their dance picture that day. So, give them a round of applause.
Man, that was worth the photo booth just for that recreation. Who knew? I do want to just thank a few people in closing this evening. I want to thank the Miss Spanish Fork royalty. Can you guys give them a round of applause? It was more fun with friends. So thank you so much. Thank you, MTech, for the wonderful food tonight, and Amavi event venue for this event space. I have to thank Guardian Home Warranty again for the photo booth in the back. Please don't forget to go get your photos back there before you leave. On that note, if you won an award tonight, please do not leave without getting your photo taken with SFCN 17. I think he's here, I saw him come in. Okay, perfect, Pete's there. Okay, make sure you get your picture with your award and Pete, because they will be published in the magazine that goes out to 17,500 households locally. Really good advertising, so if you want an award, you really don't want to not have your picture taken, so please don't leave without a picture. I want to thank Veronica Michaels for letting me wear this gown tonight. You guys, if you have prom coming up, your kids have prom, weddings, or you just want to wear a pretty fun dress, think of Veronica Michaels. Let me give them a round of applause. I have to thank my board of directors, specifically Candace Young, Jason Crowler, Jaden, and Lindsay for helping me set up. Did I forget anybody that was here this afternoon? No? Okay, you guys, thank them for helping to set up today. It looks really easy, but it's actually a decent amount of work, as well as Whitney and Isaac Ferguson. Where did they run away to? You guys, where's Whitney? Let's give her a huge round of applause. Wherever she's hiding. There she is. Her hard work and dedication makes my life possible. Thank you, Whitney. There's not enough words. But you guys, thank you so much for being here this evening. Thank you for your continued membership and your support. We are only as strong as our memberships, and I'm so enormously proud of the community that we have and that we're building together. Everyone, thanks for coming, and have a wonderful evening tonight.